La, 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 la. Hi friends, Erica Tesla here. If you are new, thank you so much for clicking on this video, and if you're returning, thank you so much for coming back. Today is somewhat of a redemption video. I spent a pretty good amount of time yesterday filming a video for what was supposed to be something dedicated to the new Sigma Cool Neutrals palette that is actually coming out on May 2nd. So let's see, today's the 30th. So I'm gonna try to get this video up either today or tomorrow ahead of the launch of this palette. And I filmed myself doing just like a easy demo with this palette. And you know, I did not plug my microphone in all the way, so there's like no audio, you guys. So I was just really frustrated with myself, but that's neither here nor there. Today I am just gonna go ahead and film myself, you know, getting ready using this palette plus some other new products. I figured it'd be kind of fun to just try some other new stuff as well in this video and just film myself doing a look with this palette. So I'll still share, I think, some clips, I'll try to incorporate some clips of this palette, like the swatches of this palette and the looks that I did. I did go ahead and post a reel and a short and a little TikTok, a recycle content of myself, you know, with the two looks that I did. But today I wanted to focus on kind of this side of the palette. And if you did not know, this is Sigma's newest offering. It's coming out May 2nd. I did receive this palette along with my other friends who attended Creators and Friends. So we've had this for a while and I have been really enjoying this palette. I actually used this while I was in Australia the last 2 weeks. I got home Saturday late afternoon, and the 2 weeks prior I was traveling with my family throughout Australia and New Zealand. It was a fabulous trip. I brought this palette with me along with some other products, but specifically I wanted to focus on this palette because I really did enjoy it. And I'm gonna try to like do, I don't know, like I haven't really come up with a plan, I'll be honest with you. Like yesterday, the look that I did, I focused on kind of like doing one look that was like more gold and one that was like more silvery pewtery, and I'm kind of leaning more towards the side because I've discovered I really like cool tones. And I did the whole look using the brush that comes in the palette. So that's what I'm going to do today. So just to give you guys a little bit of background, I did use the Cakeless Concealer from Benefit just to conceal my eyelids. Sometimes I use eye primer, other times I'll use concealer. But I want to go ahead and go in with this shade Talisman using the fluffy side of the brush that comes in the palette. This is the diffused crease side of the brush, and the other side's the medium sweeper. But I do like Sigma's brushes a lot, and I think they actually do a really good job when they include brushes in their palette. So I'm just going to go ahead and start sweeping this on. I don't really have much on my face. I did put a little bit of primer on, and I actually did use the e.l.f. Let's see where that is. That I have the e.l.f. Halo Glow liquid filter, so that's supposed to be the Charlotte Tilbury dupe. But yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and again, this is the shade Talisman, and I figured we could do makeup and catch up. But I really did enjoy this palette while I was on my trip, you guys. It just came in really handy. It's a really versatile palette. I know some people were a little bit confused, at least from comments that I've seen circulating on different Instagram accounts about like why it's called a cool tone palette. And I can definitely see that because this side here, like a couple of these shades, particularly this shade Superior and Burst, in contrast to this side of the palette, kind of gives more like warm vibes. But I did pick up the Warm Neutrals palette that is in Sigma's lineup, and I did swatches of that one as like a comparison, and I can throw that up for you guys so you can see. Like that warm palette, it definitely has like more of the rosy tones, and so it, in contrast to what they have in their collection, it makes sense. But I could see independently of that people wondering like, how did this get titled cool neutrals when you have those shades that maybe lean a little bit warm? But I would just say in general, the majority of the palette I would say is cool toned. Like I think if you covered up like these two shades right here, if you cover that up, that's a pretty cool tone palette. I think these two shades are the shades that are kind of throwing people off, in my humble opinion. However, that being said, it does not take away from the fact that this is a very, very versatile palette. Like I said, I had a few weeks to pull this into my looks. And while we were traveling, guys, like I didn't have a lot of time to do particularly intricate makeup looks. I love to do my makeup, but when we're traveling, I think a lot of my focus goes toward what our activity is for the day. What are we gonna go see? And I have two boys who are younger, I guess young-ish. I have a 9 and a 12-year-old. And so for them, like the last thing they wanna do when they're all the way in a new country is wait for their mom to like do her eyeshadow. So, I tried to make time for myself to do my makeup the way that I like to, but at the same time in consideration of the fact that I'm traveling in a group and we have stuff to do. And we had a really good time. It's Australia and New Zealand are amazing countries. I do know that I have some subscribers who are from Australia, and it was really cool to have some of you reach out and offer suggestions for like places to eat and neighborhoods to check out. And one of the highlights of my trip was actually getting to meet one of my longtime Instagram friends who lives in Melbourne. And we have been talking on Instagram for like years, for like close to 9 years. And my husband was a little bit skeptical when I said I want to meet my friend in Melbourne. Like I've talked about her for a long time, but like, you know, for some people, like not meeting someone in person, like it's kind of hard to conceptualize, like, is this a real person? So he's like, are you sure you're not going to get catfished? And I was like, trust me, I'm not. Like we actually got to the point where we follow each other on like our like personal social media channels. Like we've kept up with each other's lives. We've messaged each other through different things in our lives. Okay, I paused for a minute because I got a phone call. I'm still working with this shade Talisman, guys. So yeah, so we met up in Melbourne, and we went to Korean barbecue, and our kids met, and you guys, like, they hit it off. And it was just really, really fun. So the trip was just special in so many respects. The whole reason we went to Australia was because my husband has a project down there, and he does travel for work. And when he gets to go to the cool places, we tag along, and he was able to accommodate our kids' spring break. And they get a longer break, like they get like a 2-week break. So we were able to go down to Australia, and we spent, I would say, about a good week in Australia, like 5-6 days down there. We did a few days in Sydney, which I loved the weather there. But I will tell you, like, the sun is like different. The sun is so different down there. And I know people who've been there before know what I'm talking about, but like that part of the world, like the ozone layer is like either thin to non-existent, and like it's just so bright. And so we were wearing sunglasses, and I brought my sunglasses that I got at Creators and Friends, the Sojo sunglasses. They were perfect for that. And I wore a hat quite a bit as well, because sunscreen can do but so much for you. You need like a physical barrier. You guys, I want to go in, so I did Talisman. I'm going to pull in a little bit of this shade Fossil. I'm still using the same brush, and I'm using my Sigma switch, guys. And you can see I really like this. So it's kind of like the same idea as the shadow switch, but it's like this rubbery like pad. That's really nice. And I'm going in with the shade Fossil, and I'm going to just pull that in as well. And I want to be one of those girlies that can tame this look, but the color is just going on here. We're just going to go for it. But yeah, Australia, the sun is different, guys. Like, it was no joke. So it was just really bright, and like, we're entering spring in the northern hemisphere, and I think in DC we get a good amount of sunshine, but it's like, I guess, a little bit hazier too. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's because I live in a humid climate. I am sure there is someone watching who has a greater knowledge of, you know, atmospheric qualities. I don't know, but anyway, the sun was different, so sunscreen was a must. And I actually ended up using the sunscreen spray that Rio de Janeiro recently came out with. Like, that was great, so I used that all over. And then on my face, I used the Fenty sunscreen quite often. So again, this is the shade Fossil. I'm just like blending this in here, guys. So I hope you don't mind me just like rambling and talking to you guys while I do my makeup. And then I think I want to go in. Oh, this is so hard because the shimmers in this palette are so pretty. I think I want to go in with this shade Angel Wing, and I'm gonna go ahead and try to see how it applies with the medium sweeper side of this brush. I'm gonna like just tap this on. Oh, that is really pretty. And I am getting, okay, it's very shimmery, it's sparkly, it's not glittery. This is like really smooth. But I am getting a little bit of fallout on my lashes, but it's not a big deal. I am gonna do the rest of my face makeup after the eye look. But this is a really stunning shade. This is a cool tone metallic for sure. And I'm gonna put that on the other side. This is, it almost has like a greenish cast to it. Very pretty shimmer. And I did do some damage, well, I won't say damage, but I picked up a couple of things during the anniversary sale. Sigma gave me a code just before Creators and Friends, and I think, yeah, my code was able to get a pretty good discount. So I'm just going in with Talisman and kind of cleaning up a little bit, and I am wiping off the brush on my Sigma switch here, guys. I kind of want to go in with another shimmer shade, and I think I want to use Iris here. It's a little bit more silvery, like there's a little bit of like a subtle lavender to it, and I'm just going to put that on the center of the lid, and that's working really nicely with Angel Wing. Do I have anywhere to be tonight? No. Am I going for a full glam eye look? Yeah, why not? Why not go to Trader Joe's in full glam? I will tell you, when I do like a very fun eye look and I go to Trader Joe's, like that's like the best place to get your ego boosted if you like to wear eyeshadow, because the employees at Trader Joe's are so nice to me. I love to get snacks there and be complimented. It's a good feeling. It's a good vibe. Okay, and I think I want to deepen this outer V just a little bit, so I'm going to go in with the shade Onyx, which looks black, but I feel like there's a little bit of like gray to it, so it's more like a charcoal, if that makes sense. Like it's got a little bit of like grayishness to it, so I'm just like pulling that in to deepen in this look. And I'm just hanging out, guys. I'm just doing my makeup. Like, I will tell you, like when I went to edit yesterday and I realized I had no sound, like I just had to sit there for a minute. It's like when you haven't filmed in a couple of weeks, you're really excited to get back to it, and then something like that happens, which was my fault, by the way. It was just kind of like, I needed a minute. So I was like, I'll come back to it tomorrow. I happen to have time today to do that. So I'm just gonna take a little bit of a makeup wipe and clean up the edges, guys. I'm gonna clean up the edges. And this is something I like to do. And I can always reapply the face makeup that gets wiped away. Not a big deal. It is pretty chill over here today. But yeah, okay, so let's go ahead, and again, I'm using the same brush. The other thing is I'm using the same brush because I need to wash my brushes. Like, I need to unpack my stuff still. My clothes are unpacked. I actually feel pretty good about that getting done fairly quickly, but I need to unpack my makeup bag, and I didn't know if that was something you guys would be interested in seeing or not, because I did want to talk about what I brought on my trip. So that might actually be something I share with you guys, is what I brought on my trip. So I might do an unpack with me video. We'll see. We'll see. So, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do the rest of my face makeup. I have really been enjoying the Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place makeup, guys. Like, I have to go to my full coverage Girly Roots. So this one doesn't have a pump on it. I need to take my pump from my old one and transfer it, but I'm gonna just put this on. And I already did primer underneath the e.l.f. Halo Glow. This is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Smooth and Blur Primer, and I have really liked it. I mean, like, Estee Lauder is the OG for a reason, guys. Like, it lasts all day. And by the way, the foundation is Cashew 3W2. 3W2 is my shade. And we're gonna ignore this brush hair that just decided to like pop up on my face. This is just like an old Morphe brush. Like I said, the brushes I really like to use, I took most of them with me on my trip. They need to be washed. And so I'm just grabbing kind of like the extra stuff that I have laying around right now. Like, it's just a little bit discombobulated, but I kind of feel like this is makeup in real life. Like, I just didn't really have this too planned. My plans got messed up yesterday because the video that I wanted to post for you guys decided not to cooperate because of my lack of technical skill. So here we are, we're hanging out, getting ready, and I'm gonna try to incorporate some other new products that I have for you guys to see how they look as well, because I did some shopping. My last video I posted was of the Sephora sale, and I took some of the items that I bought with me to Australia from the Sephora sale. However, there are quite a few things that I didn't take, so today I want to really try those out. So I want to use the new Rare Beauty blush, and I want to use the Fenty highlighter as well. I don't know how those are going to play together. There is no plan. So I hope you guys are okay with just being on the journey with me. But this is why I love my Estee Lauder. As you can see, I'm getting like that full coverage, and I can still see in my mirror, I can still see my freckles. So it's covering, but it's not caked on. And a little bit goes a long way. And I know, like, again, Estee Lauder is not a new thing, but I had a fresh bottle and I'm really excited to use it. So I'm gonna use a not so new product. I'm gonna use my LYS Beauty No Limits bronzer stick in the shade Harmony. I love this formula for me. If you have like medium deep skin, like, this brand is just spot on with the shade range, and their bronzer products are just like super easy to use. And I'm going to go in with my Rephr 36 brush to blend this out. And I've been really loving this brush for applying bronzer. As you can see, it's like the perfect size. It's like just big enough, but also just small enough to give me the precision that I want. I know this isn't like necessarily perfect, but I really like this brush. I found that the older I've gotten, I really like smaller brushes. Like they just work for me. I just like it. I just like this brush a lot. And I know they had a sale recently. They periodically, Rephr has some amazing brushes. Like I built my collection up more recently with Rephr during one of their big sales. They have like a concept store and they try out different shapes, and you can try them out for a deeply discounted price if you offer feedback on the brushes, so that they can continue to improve their product. And I know that they recently introduced some synthetic brushes. I'm not on their PR or anything like that, and I don't have any affiliate codes or anything like that. I do try to use creator friends codes if they happen to have them, or their links and things like that. So they do work with different creators. So if you happen to be interested in trying Rephr brands, make sure to try to get that discount code, guys. Okay, and now I want to get into the concealer. This is a tough one, is which concealer that I want to use. Winky Lux sent me their full coverage under eye concealer, and I know this product went viral because there was a creator. She has a condition where she has like pretty pronounced under eye bags, and she was sharing how she was having a trouble finding like a concealer that was working for her. And so I know like this went like super viral at that time. So now I'm going to use the Rephr 33 to put the concealer on. But it's a nice concealer. This is in the shade light medium, and Winky Lux has some cute stuff. I really like how this concealer is going on, and I put some on my hand and I'm just like dabbing it on so I don't overdo it, because that is one thing that I think as I get older is I'm trying to be better about like not overdoing the products, like not just like caking it on. And that's hard for me because I am a full coverage person. Like I love and have always really enjoyed full coverage because I just like, in my personal opinion, to have that like flawless looking skin. But at the same time in real life, like I don't want to look caked up. So I've been enjoying applying my complexion products with brushes just to give myself like that level of control. And these brushes are so nice for that. I've had really good luck with these brushes and applying the makeup in a more precise manner. So I'm going to go back in with this other random brush. This is a Morphe brush, and I'm just blending the complexion products in to each other to attempt seamlessness. We'll see. So far I'm liking how everything has played together. I'm liking how the eye look is coming together. I am going to do some stuff on the bottom, but we will get there. I don't know if you guys like these types of videos where it's just like chatty, get ready with me's, but I always enjoy this process of just seeing everything come together, because it'll start out looking really crazy, and then I usually get to about this part and I'm like, okay, I think I'm gonna be okay. I think I'll be okay. I hope I'll be okay. So now is about the time that I would put on like some kind of powder. I don't have anything like particularly new, but I'm gonna go ahead and use what I have in front of me, guys. So I'm gonna set my face today with my MAC Studio Fix. This is just a tried and true, and I have my LA Colors large powder brush. This is a brush I've had for a long time. They did send this to me like ages ago, and it's held up really well. Like LA Colors, I think they sell it at Dollar Tree. It's one of those brands like you should sleep on them. Their brushes are actually pretty nice. I've had some good experiences with that. So this is nice. It's setting my makeup. This is in the shade C5. So this is the Studio Fix in C5. This is their powder foundation. So yes, no, I'm putting more foundation on top, but like this sets everything for me. And you guys, I don't know what happened, but Maryland went from you know, end of winter to swamp this week. Like it just has gotten like so unexpectedly hot like right away. So if you're outside, like your face is gonna start melting. This is a Real Techniques brush. This is a setting brush. This is also really old. As you can see, the writing has faded. I'm just taking a little bit of my Charlotte Tilbury. This is the Airbrush Flawless Finish. I wear shade 2, the medium, and I'm just tapping a little bit under the eye to really set that and keep that in place. And you can see this is like a favorite of mine. This is one that I have really enjoyed, and I'm setting under the eye, and I feel pretty good about how the complexion is looking. So I'm going to go back in to the palette and work on this under eye area. I want to go in back with the shade Talisman, and I'm using the medium sweeper side of the brush. So I have just done this whole look so far with just the brush that's included in the palette, and I'm going to pull this color in on the edge and just pull it in, and try not to get too much product on the inner corner of the eye. I'm going to pull that in because I like to keep it somewhat open. We'll see if I stay true to that. So I'm pulling this in. It's looking like it's giving like a little bit of smoke, and I'm wiping the brush off again on the shadow switch, and I'm just going in and I'm pulling this color that's on here further in, and I'm gonna do the same thing on this side. I personally really like having a lighter inner corner, deeper outer corner. It keeps the eye open. I'm going to go in with a little bit more again. Place it here, wipe it off and pull it in. And I'm liking that so far. I'm liking that. So if I really wanted to get more dramatic, like I could make this part a little bit deeper, but I'm going to stop right there. And I'm going to actually line my eyes. I'm going to go in, let's see. I'm going to go in with my LA Colors gel eyeliner in the shade Black Brown. Again, this LA Colors, they have some really nice eyeliners. I'm just taking a poof and I'm going to line in the waterline here. And yeah, so I'm gonna go and do that, and I'm lining the waterline. I know some people prefer like either white or nude to open the eye up. I love a dark eyeliner. That's just me. I really like how it looks. I think it gives a sultry vibe. It works for my particular eye shape. I know if you have like different shapes of eyes, like there's just different techniques that are going to be more will accentuate like your eye shape a little bit more. So I'm going to curl my lashes. Whew, it's time to get the sideburns trimmed, guys. It's time for a haircut. So for mascara, I'm just going to go in with this Estee Lauder mascara. This is the Turbo Lash mascara in the shade Black. Okay, so I'm going to take a small angle brush, take some product off of the black liner pencil here, and I'm going to put a little bit of liner along the lash line on the top here. And I like to use this technique because it's not too harsh, but when I put on lashes, it just helps hide the lash band a little bit better. So I'm just going in, and if you see me looking in another direction, it's because I'm either looking in my mirror or the viewfinder. But I'm looking at my mirror right now. I'm just putting on a little bit of liner along this lash line, and I'm very excited, guys, because I found my bright lashes from Creators and Friends. Angela Bright was one of the attendees, and she also has a lash brand. And I got home, I took all my stuff out, I did a video talking about the products that I was kindly gifted during that experience. I could not find Angela's lashes, and I was so mad at myself. Why did I find them yesterday? Sitting there staring at me right in the face. It's usually how it goes. So it's fine because now I have some extra pairs. I ended up placing an order for like 3 more pairs of her lashes. So I'm definitely gonna like put them on with this look. But I wanna line my lid first so that they blend in a little bit better. I have Angela's lashes here, bright lashes. Let's see if I can get that. And you can see they're just really cute demi lashes. I'm very excited to try these out. I usually do a pretty full lash, but I'm keen to try something new. These look perfect for every day. So I'm just going to gently take them out of the case. So I usually, my favorite eyelash adhesive is House of Lashes. Yeah, this is the black one. I'm gonna put the glue right on the lash band itself. Oh, so cute. Oh, that's really pretty. All right, okay, Angela. That's really nice. Oh, I love it. It blends in pretty seamlessly with the rest of my lash. Oh, I could see this being like a perfect like bridal bridesmaid lash situation or like mother of the bride lash situation, because I know so many people who feel intimidated by lashes. These are really, really great if you don't like too much lash but want a little extra something. These are very elegant, beautiful, very, very impressed. I'm very excited. So I'm just putting glue on the other one and I'm going to apply that one to the other side. And these are nice too because you could stack these with your other lashes if you wanted to get like a little extra flare. Like I typically wear like the Ardell strip lashes, and something like this would be nice to just like give like a little extra oomph, but just super easy to apply, less intimidating than a full lash if that is not your thing. Because I know for a lot of folks a big challenge is like the inner part of the lash like lifting up. I've had friends who are just like so irritated when that happens, and I can totally appreciate that. These are really, really nice. They're beautiful quality and they just add a little extra something. And I really like this because this eye look is a little bit intense. It's a lot of depth on the outside, and so it's just giving me what I need. I really like how these accentuate the look without going too overboard. Now I know I said I was going to use the Rare Beauty blush, you guys, but I kind of want to get into this Haus Labs blush that I picked up. This is in the shade French Rosette. And I think it kind of works for this look because this is a darker, deeper eye look, and this blush I think goes really nicely. Like I love kind of like a smoky look with like a pinky shade. So I'm just, again, grabbing a random brush that I have in front of me, and I'm going to put this on and see how I like that. Oh, that's beautifully pigmented. I never tried the original Haus Labs blushes, so I was really excited to try these because, again, they're in a smaller size. This is really a stunning shade. Like I was immediately attracted to this French Rosette shade because I like a little peachy shade for my skin tone in particular. This is very nicely pigmented. I'm trying not to overdo it. It's a beautiful shade. It's going on really nicely. I like how it's looking with the eyes, and it's so pretty. That's great. I love it. I'm glad I picked this one up. I'm glad I picked this up. This is a really good go-to shade, and just like, I don't have to think too hard about it. It just looks good. It looks really nice. And that wasn't too difficult in application. Okay, so the next product that I'm gonna try on as I look through my remaining clean brushes, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna try this Fenty Beauty Demi Glow. This is one of the newest products from Fenty. I think this might be limited edition. I'm not 100% sure, but I tried this on in store in New Orleans and it just has such a beautiful glow. So we're gonna just I barely even touched the brush in there. That's gorgeous. You can really build that up if you want to, but I think I'm gonna try to stop there. That is beautiful. Okay, I'm appreciating the hype. I'm appreciating the hype. That is really, really nice. I haven't really gone crazy for too many I haven't gone crazy for too many Fenty products recently. So this has pleasantly surprised me. I did not have luck with her foundation. I've tried the matte formula. I haven't tried the hydrating formula, but this is amazing. This is a gorgeous formula. Again, this is in the shade Yum Rum. In her foundation, I usually wear the shade 310. So if you were in that shade range and you were Fenty, like definitely check out Yum Rum. I picked this up. I ordered this during the Sephora sale and that is really beautiful. It's like a really beautiful glow. This is gonna be definitely one that comes out a lot during the summertime. Okay, next what are we gonna do? We're gonna do some lips. We're gonna do some lips. And I recently went to my local Walgreens and was like perusing the drugstore aisle. And I picked up a couple of lipsticks from Milani. So I picked up this shade Honey Rose because it looked kind of like one of the Charlotte Tilbury shades. It looked like pink, like that pink that's been really popular, 90s pink. Actually, if I can find it somewhere, I have it, but I might have to do like a dupe comparison. And then I also picked up this shade called Matte Darling, which is a lighter pink shade. It's like a brighter pink, and I'm kind of looking to see which one I think. And then finally I picked up a Maybelline lipstick. This is in the shade Romantic Rose. And I'm kind of leaning towards this one just because I love a nude lip smoky eye situation. And this is just, it's kind of getting, I don't know, it's cute. It's a cute pink. So let's just, do I need a lip liner? Do I want a lip liner? I'm just gonna pull in this Kylie Can't Talk Right Now lip liner. This I've had for a while. At one point I was on PR for Kylie Cosmetics, and then periodically you get pulled off of lists, so I'm not receiving PR from them anymore, but I still have quite a few things from the brand. I do like the Kylie lip liners quite a bit, so I just applied one, and then I'm gonna put this Romantic Rose shade on. I really like it. For $7, that's really pretty. Maybelline, you're doing your thing. I really like that. I really like that. This is kind of my vibe. I know everybody's aesthetic is different, but I've always liked a smoky eye, nude lip. This is on the pinkier side. I usually do like pinkier or more like brownie nudes, but this is gorgeous. When I saw it in the tube, I was like, it might be too light. You might feel that way, but I actually kind of like this. There's something about pink lipstick on tan skin that gives me kind of like a retro, like 60s vibe. I'm really liking how this is all coming together. So this is the look, guys. This is the look. Thank you for getting ready with me. This ended up being kind of more of a hodgepodge. Let me dive back into filming. Ignore things falling around my desk. I need to clean up. And ignore this Invisalign. Oh my gosh, I have a few more weeks on Invisalign, guys. It's driving me nuts. But yeah, I think it's cute. I think it's like a cute like go-to look for like a little summer shindig, like evening type situation. I'm really digging this lipstick. Again, this is in the shade Romantic Rose. It's their cream formula. Really pretty. I'm really happy. So just a quick overview of some of the major products that I use. Of course, I have on my bright lashes, Sigma Cool Neutrals palette, House Labs French Rosette blush, Romantic Rose lipstick from Maybelline. I got this at Walgreens. I'm so excited about this shade. This is such a cute, I mean, and depending on where you buy it, I think Maybelline lipsticks are anywhere from like $5 to $7 depending on promotions, that kind of thing. And then foundation, my Estee Lauder got me all the way together, my LYS bronzer stick. Overall, I'm pretty happy with how this look turned out. Let me know what you guys think. Again, the Cool Neutrals palette, she will be out on May 2nd. This is coming out May 2nd. So I will either be posting this video before or on the launch date. You can use my code ERIKA for 10% off if you're interested in picking this palette up. I'm telling you guys, it's like Sigma has been a brand that I've slept on, honestly. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like I have to be really honest about that, and my perspective on them has really changed in a very positive way in terms of their product offerings. I've always loved their brushes, but I never really got into the palettes, and then they sent me the Ambiance palette, which I think I did a video on that, and I'll probably link that one below. I was like really impressed. So I really like this, and you know, okay, maybe we don't feel like everything is cool in here, but cool, debatable. Versatile, absolutely. This palette is very, very versatile. It's stunning. It's a really good everyday palette. You don't have to go dramatic like this. You can go really like simple, one and done, two and through type of looks. I ended up using the shade Brazil so much in Australia because it was just one of those shades you can just like swipe on, and actually I'll just swatch it for you guys again so you can see. Like, this is just, I think, a pretty universally flattering like shimmer shade for so many skin tones. Like, you can just put this on, some mascara, be out the door. Very, very easy. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about this palette. Let me know what you think about the other products that are in this video. I will be sure to link everything, if not, well, I'll be sure to link as much as possible, if not everything, in the description box for you guys. Let me know what you think of this look. What are some things you're looking forward to this summer? I'd love to know. You guys have any plans? So thank you for taking time out of your day to hang out with me. Please make sure to like this video if you enjoy content like this. Leave me a comment and say hi. I love hearing from you and chatting with you. And please consider subscribing to my channel. It'd be so awesome to have you join me in my little corner of the internet where we chat about makeup. I like to say we keep it chill over here. I'm pretty easygoing and would love to have you be a part of my community. And again, I appreciate you so much. Thank you for your time. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.